Oh, you got a hat made.
Wow.
Yeah, what up, big dog?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Embroidery.
Embroider.
The finest of linens.
Yeah.
Ethically gathered.
No, we sourced it unethically. I asked them.
Orphans. Orphans
Okay.
did this.
Okay, we have a racist girl on TikTok.
Okay.
We have a bunch of stuff we can look at here. We can react to body cam videos.
All of it looks good. Should we throw a dart at your screen? See which one we hit?
Okay, we just hit confessions. See if you guys can do an edit where we throw a dart and like you're cut on this like wide shot where you see both of us and you just have like a little shitty PNG coming towards the screen and then you like edit it in to hit the.
All right, so we're now looking at r/confessions, and the first one was
Horrible.
I don't
even want to look at that. I
don't wanna think about
so
that.
weird as.
That was a violation.
That's truly a violation.
We've been violated.
Anyways, scroll down. I quit being a Muslim and left the country for my son. This is a burner account according to my wife to keep anonymous. Okay, it's a burner account. I am a 42-year-old man who was Muslim for all my life. I have one beautiful child and had one wife. 2 years ago today, my son had been showing me signs, painting his nails, talking in ways I wasn't familiar with, but he kept it quiet. He knew where we were from being gay wasn't even on the table. Where we were from being gay wasn't even on the table. There should be a comma right there. So he sat me down knowing that in our culture, being gay is grounds for exile and in some extreme cases, execution. He said, "Dad, I like other boys." Here, you wanna be him?
Yeah.
Dad, hey Dad,
Yeah?
I like other boys.
He told me I was the first person and only person he'd ever told. That's good he has so much trust in his father.
Yeah, because he could think his dad would disown him.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if he was aware of the, the cultural implication.
Yeah.
I can remember how he looked at me. He looked at me with such fear it made me want to take my eyes out. Oh, that's sad. I didn't want him to ever look at me that way again.
Oh, man.
I can't say I was disappointed. I had always wanted him to carry on my beliefs in life and to have children who were also Muslim. But I knew as a father that I had an obligation. I can't say for a second that I loved Allah more than my child. I would be sinning and lying to Allah and myself. So one day within that same month, me, my wife, and my son sat down with our family and we said that we were leaving for work. We weren't. We left the country. My father was vehemently against gays, against everything my son was, so I knew that saying a word would get my baby crucified to the community. No life, no job, no happiness, so we left. We got the money, the means, and booked a one-way to Canada and have been living there since. My son is now 16 and I don't regret what me or my wife did. I love my son and hope he knows that, etc., etc., etc. My wife hardly wears her hijab anymore and I haven't prayed to Allah since we left, and may he forgive me. I don't want to.
This is heavy.
This is too deep. and
That
dark.
was heavy.
That's such a human. I have nothing meaningful at all to add or say about that. That's so heavy.
So, I mean, Canada's a great place to be gay.
Yeah, super. Like that's like that's I wouldn't say normal, but it's accepted.
I heard it was almost a prereq to entry, which is great. Justin Trudeau style,
I've also heard that.
which is great, and I love that. So is he not with his wife anymore?
No, he's with his wife.
So how come he said I have one beautiful child and had a wife? Like, go back up. He was like, I have this beautiful child and I had a wife. I have one beautiful child and had one wife. So does he either?
I think he's just grammatically poor. He's just grammatically poor.
Oh, he's still with the wife?
Yeah, he's super accepting, but he's really not good grammatically.
Is the wife?
The wife's still alive, yeah.
She's not beautiful?
Well, I mean, here he says had one wife, then he refers to the wife in multiple times, and even says his wife hardly wears her hijab anymore, which implies he's still with her and she's just not wearing her hijab. She's not covered up.
Should we bring our resident Muslim in?
Mustafa!
You have to speak on this. Come closely. You have to come close. Almost like you're kissing us.
Yeah, get in the middle.
In Canada.
What do you think?
So, where I'm from is Lebanon, and there's a lot of gay people in Lebanon. It's Muslim and Christian. So, I would assume that this guy's probably from like Afghanistan, Pakistan, something like that. Where if his son was to say he's gay, he'd probably get the shit beat out of him in school.
Yeah.
And not get accepted by anybody. So, I mean, I agree with what he's saying, leaving his country, because some places it is dangerous, but in Islam, it's not wrong to be gay. You know, it's not against Islam to be gay, it's against Islam to act on your thoughts. Like, you can think whatever you want to think, you know, as long as you're not committing the action of the sin, you know. But he seems to have wanted his son to live a comfortable life, and I respect that greatly, you know.
That's the same thing as Christianity, right? Yeah.
Round of applause for our resident
Thank you.
Muslim expert.
Thank you, yeah. That was a heavy one.
Yeah, that's like, I'm thrown off.
Yeah, I'm off my kilter.
Holy crap.
I'm off kilter. I might need to sit in your lap.
I need a new pair of britches.
I'm planning on beating the shit out of my brother. By the end of this, we have to either A, vote yay or nay to A or B. A, vote yay, B, vote nay to whether or not he should beat his brother up.
Okay, that's
Beating
fair.
the shit out of his brother up. We have to commit to that. My brother is blessed to have 3 kids. His youngest is 9 and has been battling cancer most of his life. Unfortunately, it came back with a vengeance and he's currently in hospice.
Dude, this is just fucking
This
like,
is deep.
what the hell?
My brother has been completely MIA. I've literally been with my nephew every day since January. Your brother's been MIA? My brother and his baby mama figured out that Uncle Bobby is handling everything so they can focus on the older kids. I get it. They're avoiding having to deal with their child dying, but they rarely visit. My brother is high on pills most of the day, and I have no idea how he's going to deal with it when his son dies. I'm infuriated that my brother isn't here. It's so f***ed up. All he says is thank you for being there with my nephew like I'm doing it for him. I don't even bother to give him updates. My nephew just sleeps a lot and probably won't make it to April. I decided that when my nephew passes, I'm gonna beat the f*** out of my brother. I'm going to beat him so badly that he will remember it. There's no way he's getting away with this. I say yeah.
Yeah, definitely beat his ass. But if you beat him too badly, he won't remember
and
it.
you go to jail.
There's a fine line between beating him so badly he will remember it and so badly he won't remember it.
I would say that there's a few things that really deserve an ass whooping. That is absolutely easily one of them, for sure.
What's wrong with abandoning your terminally ill child to do pills? We all do that every now and then, right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, long boy.
Yeah. No, that's crazy though.
Yeah, that guy. So yeah, yay or nay?
Yeah, we gotta beat the shit out of Pill Cosby over there.
Yeah, Pill Cosby needs his ass whooped. Uncle Bobby too. He might catch a stray.
Yeah. I would just chin check his jaw, see how it's standing on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Test that motherfucker.
That's also quite heavy,
Very heavy.
but easier to side with.
Yeah. My wife gave a man 10 stitches on his face alone and destroyed his life, and I have never ever been happier. What the hell?
These are crazy confessions. This is too long. I'm not
Mike
reading this
Tyson
shit.
wife.
Update, I've been letting my husband's friend feel me up for years and I don't know why. All right, let's read
We
this
read
one.
this.
Did we?
Or did I just read this?
I haven't read this.
Maybe I
You
just
go ahead, read it.
on my own. I posted this a couple of days ago and quite rightly got a lot of hate. I was adamant that I wasn't going to tell him, but I couldn't sleep last night and thought I'm starting therapy soon. It's time to clean. Spring cleaning.
Yes, sir.
It's 8:30 a.m. here now, and my husband woke up at 5 this morning. I told him around 20 minutes later he didn't believe that we had never done anything under the clothes until he went through my phone and saw nothing on there apart from this account, and he reasoned, why would I lie? So she's just getting groped for years. Okay.
But what's that even do though?
Just to be twisted.
Just to be,
Just to be naughty.
Yeah, just to be naughty. This
Wrong.
is so naughty.
Yeah.
But with no payoff.
Just a sin.
Just to like lightly sin, not fully sin.
We get a big scoop of guilt right on my plate. No ejaculation, just a big scoop of guilt. He then confessed to kissing a couple of random women over the years in a bit of inappropriate texting. Neither bothered me as I didn't consider kissing or online chat cheating. That is so weird.
Kissing is absolutely cheating.
People are freaks, dude.
Dude, what a bitch.
Can you imagine seeing me just like make out with John and think that it's okay? Because you just kissed.
Yeah. John's behind the camera, by the way.
John isn't real.
Hit me with the camera angle. Thank you, John. Hit him.
Yeah, J-Dub.
Cut the lights. Just kidding.
J's for John.
J's up for John.
And Jesus, he rang his friend, and they had a bit of a shouting match, despite me telling him it was. That's crazy. You've been feeling my wife's titties.
Oh yeah, but no though. It's all her.
Only you're like. Oh,
I didn't bust.
I didn't go under her shirt, dude.
I didn't pee white.
That's insane.
I still don't know what her nipples look like.
Never seen her vagina, just touched it outside the pants.
Vagina.
She had jeans on. I never do it when she's in yoga.
I touched the seam.
Yeah, these people, I don't know. He wasn't really that bothered and we kissed and hugged, so she's kissing and hugging everybody, this woman.
I'd be bothered.
So isn't it funny that she said kissing isn't a big deal, but then when she's saying that she confessed to him, she's like, and we kissed and hugged.
Yeah.
As if that's like symbolic of it being okay.
Yeah, we kissed and hugged before we went to work. Of course you kissed and hugged.
So does
You
kissing-
fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
Into that.
You fiend.
Freak.
Lip smacking
Zoidberg.
fiend. And then she just says, let's see how things go. Why would you ever post this?
Dislike. Yeah, I don't understand that. That's
What are the
so
people
stupid.
saying? I'd like to see
Let's
what the people
yeah.
are saying.
Let's see what the people are saying. Went as well as it could have gone.
And that gets 1.3 thousand upvotes?
Yeah.
See, I don't fit into this world. I don't
Yeah.
belong.
I don't belong in this world either. Especially not in this world, Reddit.
No. People are saying this is bullshit, but for me it's one of the more believable things I've read here. Relationships are complicated and I also wouldn't break mine off for the things you both did. Okay.
I would.
So just do whatever all the time. Grab
Yeah.
tits, grab
It's fine. It's fine to grope someone.
full-on outer course.
Is that what that's called?
I believe so. No penetration.
How do you know that?
No penetration. Outer course.
How do you know that?
I mean, we'd be having it right now. That's what that is, I think.
Okay.
Sniffing at it.
Do people do that?
Just a
What about
smell.
soaking? What do you think about soaking, the Mormon thing?
I went to Brigham Young University and they told me it's cap.
They say it's not real.
They say it's not real.
Well, because it makes them look bad, of course.
They said it's just people that are like rage baiting, like people that are just trying to go viral. They just like say that
say
they
we
do
soak.
it, but it's not real.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like it is real.
is real.
Yeah.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
John, are we doing good? Can we get a round of applause for me and Caleb?
Yes, sir. What if the plot twist is that they've both been getting felt up by the friend?
But I mean, he's been sticking tongue in mouth.
Yeah. Let's do all time, top
All-time
all
best.
time. Just like what is the most legendary? Because I've never seen this. I've never seen confessions before on Reddit. I stood by and allowed my wife to almost kill our son. I was happy she did it.
Is this gonna like mess my day up reading this?
Dude, it's long. It's also extremely long. Oh my god!
This guy sounds like he really needed this subreddit.
I carry a lot of guilt from that time. Imagine dropping your guilt on Reddit. What kind of f***ing mind rot, idiot, dumbass you have to be.
Everyone on Reddit's always so mean to me every time I've ever posted.
Dude, same.
They're
They
so,
hate me.
Yeah.
They hate me.
They want me dead.
I even asked for advice. Like, check this out. Anyways, let's not look at my Reddit. I just admitted to a crime on my Reddit. No. I'm 1.5 feet taller than my wife, so when I take a shower, I make sure to set the shower head as high as possible. Then when she gets in, she can't reach it to lower it, and she has to call me in so I get to see her naked. She has yet to realize that setting is too high for even me. What? That's not even a confession.
Not that I can't see her naked pretty much anytime, but still, it's the little things.
Oh, that's a cool one, though. I kind of like that. That's funny. That's a sweet confession.
That's a heartfelt confession.
So this-
Imagine being 1.5 feet taller than your wife, too.
That's like bordering on liking to be dominated. I like when she comes in and emasculates me by fixing the shower head for me and I get to see her nipples. That's like mommy kink. Mommy, fix the shower head.
Do you have a mommy kink?
No.
Why not?
Cause it's just like disgusting and
Because you have
twisted.
do you think you have a good relationship or a bad relationship with your mom to have a mommy kink?
Maybe way too good that it's bad.
Yeah, I think like you nap in her like lap and stuff.
When you're like 16.
Yeah, exactly. I know somebody who did that. Who
Do
does
you,
that.
do you know someone who's showing way too much thigh on the camera right now and just noticed?
I know Brandon. We need to get you a prosthetic sack to just like hang out, and we just blur it. We have a box blur on you at all times.
Ball sacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacking around.
Balchinian.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole like, you know how people will be like,
Mommy.
want their girlfriend to call them daddy?
Uh-huh.
I hate
Mommy.
that kind of a thing.
Want their girlfriend to call them daddy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, yes, daddy. Because when a girl calls me daddy, I think daughter, and it's just...
Yeah, exactly.
It's twisted.
I prefer father.
I don't know how people get all... Yeah. Father. I prefer commander-in-chief.
Paternal figure.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's weird.
Yeah, that is odd.
The mom, dad, step... Like the incestual things.
Yeah, the using the familial names to reference your significant other, I think is very. A lot of people are really into that though. I think it's super weird.
I hate it. The forbidden.
Yeah, but then again, I'm like purely missionary, just like as normal as it gets.
I go hands off. I have to take sleeping pills because I like to disengage. That's
Same, yeah. Full name, yeah. You're remote.
Yes.
You have sex remotely,
Yeah. She has to text me instructions.
dude. We're on the same page. AirDrop.
Okay, from 7 years ago, we have this confession. Today, my next door pregnant neighbor knocked on my door. Around 7 p.m. today, I heard some knocking on my door, as we just heard in the title. I opened it, and it was my next door pregnant neighbor. She was, I think, in her 7th or 8th month. She was holding a small plate in her hand. In a very shy voice, she asked me if I can give her some of whatever I was cooking because she liked the smell. I think pregnant women sometimes have strong cravings, and they cannot resist. So what is she, a fucking basset hound coming up to the house? Anyway, she was shy and apologized a lot for her request since we don't know each other. I laughed and told her it is okay. I was cooking a traditional meal for my country and the recipe has olive oil, garlic, jalapenos, and some spices. I think the smell was nice. I gave her some of my dinner, then she left. I watched her walking home like a cute little penguin who's happy with her successful little hunting. I felt really happy too for some reason. I don't know, dude. This is making me feel like I'm all fucked up
Yeah.
reading this.
Yeah.
Because this is good.
This seems like I'm waiting for the left turn into Bizarreville. Like, what is the reason?
And yeah, why is this the
Is this
most
it?
successful post on this Reddit ever?
This is like an emoji.
I don't know. A pregnant woman shows up to my house and asks me what I'm cooking. I'm probably like, yeah, excuse me, boom. What?
What are you cooking? Nothing. I don't cook.
Yeah, I don't know. Who? I don't know. That's just this. I'm feeling. This is fucking me up.
This seems weird.
A little penguin. He called her a little penguin.
A happy little penguin.
A cute little
Successful
penguin.
with her little hunting. That seems so odd.
That's demeaning.
Yeah, that's odd.
She's a grown woman
Little
with a baby.
stupid little bitch. I gave her a little my jalapenos. Little dumb little bitch. Watch her waddle away. Waddle waddle. Yeah. She's so.
And she waddled away.
She got stiff person syndrome too.
And that was her hunting on his property. On my property? Oh man.
This is the type of community I want to be pregnant in.
Dude, do you want your wife going over to the
No.
male next door neighbor and like
No.
knocking on the door for food scraps.
That seems weird.
I would be like, is your husband not feeding you?
Yeah, like what's wrong with you? Do you not have food? Do you need help other than that? This seems like there's some kind of other story here, I feel like.
Yeah.
Is this real?
And of course the account is deleted, probably because he kidnapped her just a few months later.
Yeah, and not only this, but confess your secrets. The whole Reddit is on the right side. You can see it there. Get that nasty secret off your... Like, this seems so odd.
Yeah. How is this even a secret? I mean, what?
My confession is that someone asked me for food one day.
And they were pregnant, and I called them a penguin.
I feel... This is so strange.
Yeah. And people love it. What kind of person do you have to be to like make successful Reddit posts like this? This is one I'm into. I hired an escort for my brother with Down syndrome last month. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You wanna go half and half on this one?
Let's split paragraphs, yeah?
All right, yeah, I'll do title first paragraph and then we'll go on. I hired an escort for my brother with Down syndrome last month. I don't regret it and he still smiles about it. Okay.
I'm smiling about it right now.
Dude. I'm 30 and my little brother is 24. He's honestly the best brother I could have asked for. I still remember the day he was born and holding my newborn baby brother when I was a kid. That's amazing. As we grew up, I always knew he was different, but he's my brother and I love him and I wouldn't change him. He's honestly one of the best friends and having a brother with Down syndrome, especially one like him, has made me a better person.
Hell yeah, I'm all in. I'm happy so far. Last month, my parents went out of town for a few days and they asked if I'd stay with my brother and take care of the house. While I might have Down syndrome, he's not entirely helpless. He just can't really be on his own like that. So of course I agreed and bought my PS5 over and some games, snacks, and beers. He's getting hammered with his
Sir.
Yeah. I called out of work for a few days and figured we'd have some fun, just like when we were kids.
Dude, that's awesome.
This is 10 out of 10 so far.
We were having a great time and we were talking the first day while taking turns playing Elden Ring, and my bro started the game and got to the part where the guy calls you maidenless. And I said something like, ooh, he called you maidenless, bro, damn. And my brother got super sad looking and I asked him what was wrong and he said, I am maidenless. I'll never have a girlfriend.
That's so sad.
That's so f***ed up.
That is so sad.
So we talked about that for a bit, and he was actually feeling really depressed because he'd never had a girlfriend and didn't think he ever would. We kind of talked it out, and he was really sad, and I decided, f*** it, we can find him a girl.
Yes, we can.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah, dude.
This is light. This is the opposite of all the other ones we've read.
Yeah, this is great. This is filling me up. I
Yeah.
called a couple people I knew who were into that sort of thing to see if they knew anyone. Well, one of my buddies had a number of this girl, so I gave her a call. She was actually super sweet and understanding about the situation, and she said she'd be glad to show my brother a good time for her usual rate. She had a cousin with Downs, so she was very sympathetic. Gang.
I told my brother I'd pay a girl to come over and show him some fun on the condition that our parents will die without knowing. I hired a prostitute to come to their house. He agreed.
So I made plans for her to come over, got my brother shaved and showered for his date.
Whoa.
That's kind of crazy. Shaving your boy up, dude? She showed up dressed up super nice. She was also super hot. I'm no chef, but I had picked up some food from Olive Garden for them. She was a genuinely nice person and was really good with him, and I just left them to do their thing while I played the PlayStation in the living room. Eventually, they passed by, going upstairs to his room. I put my headphones on and kept playing.
Dude. Eventually they came back down and both had big smiles on their faces. She hung out with us for a bit and then it was her time to go. I handed her cash plus some extra as a bonus. She said my brother was a sweetheart and then I had a good brother to do something, and then I was a good brother to do something like that for him, and that she had a good time and she handed me half the cash back.
Whoa! So
That's
she sounds like a
amazing.
great lady. Eventually my parents came back and thankfully are none the wiser, as my mother especially would probably kill me. My brother is super appreciative and said it was the most fun he'd ever have. I have no regrets.
Dude, 3 consenting adults. What the f? This is incredible.
That's the best story I've read in a
This
long
is
time.
not a nasty secret. This is a lifetime. This is a new Disney movie.
Yeah, they should, dude. That's just that makes me feel so good for everyone.
We should normalize doing nice things for your brothers.
Like shave their pubes and
Yeah.
get their wiener in some hole.
Oh man. Yeah.
So this makes me think that sex work should be legal and porn should be illegal. Because imagine that Down syndrome guy is just quanking in his little pecker to porn all day. It's horrible.
It's bad for your brain.
Ruin his life.
There's no real payoff.
And he'll be maidenless.
It's very addicting.
But you have, a nice woman of the night come over, a lady of ill repute, not to be rude.
It's just a colloquialism.
It's a colloquialism.
Yeah, you didn't make that name.
And now all of a sudden he's not maidenless,
Exactly.
closer with his brother.
And she had a great time.
Who's unhappy?
Nobody. Nobody loses.
Made me happy.
Nobody loses.
I'm surprised Reddit like this.
Me too. With 20,000 upvotes too. I took my brother with Downs to a strip joint for his birthday. Dropped $500 on him for This is a thing that happens a lot.
Yes.
Oh my God, the girls were super kind to him. He still talks about it, and this was 15 years ago. I'm taking him again on his 50th birthday in August.
Is this ethical pimping?
Dude, this is incredible.
We just discovered a new meta.
A new niche.
Yeah, epic big bro shit there. Not gonna hire you to babysit for me.
Champ mode. That really is cool. Because I feel like your dad can't do that for you. That's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I know a guy who took his son to a strip club, and his son turned out like he did a lot of like weird enabling, like let's go party, and like I'm your big brother, not your father.
Yeah.
And he ended up really bad.
You got all twisted.
Got all twisted and f***ed up.
Oh no.
Yeah, he became a man of ill repute.
Yeah. I think it is I'm happy that the Down syndrome person had a good experience and that they were like really into it, because this could have ended up kind of crazy.
Nightmarish.
Yeah.
It could have been a bad scenario. But he's like, I am maidenless.
That's like the best night, dude. You're gaming with your bro.
Yeah.
And they call you maidenless in the game, so you get, dude. And then you imagine when he got back on the
You're
game.
no longer maidenless.
He got back on the game and they called him maidenless again. And he was like, "Yeah, right." He's
Dude.
like, "Good. Yeah, eat shit.
Yeah.
I'm the maiden king." Who's this user? Who posted this? So they deleted as well?
Yeah, they're also deleted. It seems like everybody's deleted eventually. Oh, no, wait. I think I'm a good brother.
Whoa.
You are a good brother.
Account suspended.
That's funny. I ghosted my long-term boyfriend. Got into an argument which led him to say, I could care less about you. If you died tomorrow, I wouldn't go to your funeral.
What?
I didn't say anything back, just never spoke to him again. He tried to contact me several times since, but I want those to be the last words he ever said to me. Bitch ass bitch.
Bitch ass bitch. You shit smell like shit. Bitch ass bitch.
You.
Get out of here then.
Yeah, get the
Sexy
go f-
shit.
yourself.
That's a good way to handle it though.
Yeah, I would say so. If anyone said that to me, I would they're eliminated from my mind permanently.
Definitely. I actually broke up with a girl once and never talked to her again after the day I broke up with her. And it was a similar thing.
What'd she say?
It was a
Caused the breakup.
Christmas dinner with my family, 2019. She knows who she is if she's watching this. I'm sure she isn't. She was talking about some fucking like hyper political shit at my family dinner, and I was like, "Hey, can you like just please stop? This is not the time or place. Like, not." And she said, "You're such a miserable piece of shit." And then I was like, "What?" And she just said, "Fuck you," right at my family dinner over like nothing. And I broke up with her right then and there, and she like cried and went home, and I never talked to her again.
That's amazing. Deserved, dude.
True story.
Yeah.
True story. Now I'm married and have a kid with that same girl. Different girl. Different girl. I'm married to a horse.
Mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Mayer.